Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Hurry up, you'll be late.
You say that every morning.
And you never listen. It's your birthday Saturday.
I know.
And I decided, you can have a party.
Really?
I've got it all worked out. You can have a sausage sizzler and...
Oh, Mum. We did that for Shane. It's so old, it's got wrinkles.
What's wrong? I mean, a good idea is still a good idea.
Terrific. Why don't we just have balloons and pin the tail on the donkey? Oh, look, Mum, if we did that, no one would turn up. Why don't I just work out the party? Oh, I've still got Auntie Ada's birthday money. I'll pay for it.
I don't want you to pay for it. I want to give it for you.
I know you do, Mum. Geez, sounds a great idea, but I don't want to make a big fuss.
But I don't mind.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a barbie or a dinner or something? Just us and Scott and his folks and Dad. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? That way Shane might come back down again.
Well, if that's what you want.
Sure it is. I don't want to see my mates on my birthday anyway.
All right, I'll fix it. And you better run. Scott will be waiting.
That's a joke.
What do you mean? You always go together, don't you?
Yeah, well, not lately. I don't know what the hell's up with that guy. He sure is acting weird. Anyway, I'll see you later, Mum.
Have a good day. Hey! Whoops.
Thanks, Mum.
Bye.
I'm scared, Scott.
You'll be okay. Just remember to stick to the story.
Kim. Oh, come on through, Kim. Please, sit down. Well, now, let's see. Kim, you're 16.
And a half.
Right, and Scott, you're almost 18?
Yes.
We don't often get to see the fathers. I'm glad you decided to come.
Well, it's the least I could do.
I know how you both must feel, but believe me, we're here to help you. Now, Kim, you're 8 weeks pregnant.
I think so.
And you don't want to have the baby?
I can't.
You see, it'll be ages before we can afford to get married. Having a baby, well...
I see. Have you discussed this with your parents?
No, I don't have any parents. They're dead.
No one couldn't help.
All right. So you want a termination, is that it?
I don't know.
It's not dangerous.
No, it isn't dangerous or painful. You won't even have to go into hospital. We do everything here at the clinic. But it isn't something you take lightly, Kim. You may have other children, but this one will be gone forever. So you must be very sure.
Kim?
I'm not sure of anything.
Kim, your parents, are they really dead? I don't know how old you really are, Kim, but don't you think you should tell your mum? You'd be amazed how supportive mothers can be.
You just don't understand. She hates me. She's the last person in the world I could tell.
Please, Mrs. Adams, you've got to help us. We don't know what else to do.
Hey, Ramsay, you want a ride?
G'day, Pete. How's it going?
Okay, I just dropped Eddie off down at the hellhole. Nearly ran down one of your teachers.
This is some mean machine.
Oh, come on, I'll give you a ride.
I don't know, Pete. Mum would have a fit if she found out.
Yeah, the geriatrics can be a real pain. My old man really hangs it on me.
I hear he won't let you keep the bike at home. Bummer.
No worries. Moved out, got a pad of my own. Eddie says your birthday's coming up. You gonna have a rage up?
Mum's pretty keen on me having some mates over for a rage. But I'm not really into party hats and streamers.
Simple. Have a bash somewhere you can keep the oldies away, then you can really cut loose.
I'm sure the olds would go for that.
So don't tell them. What they don't know won't hurt them.
I don't know.
You want that rage, don't you?
Sure I do.
Then climb on and stop being chicken. You've got a lot to learn, kid. Just leave it to me. You'll get the rage you'll never forget.
Oh, hello, Maureen.
Oh, hello, Max.
You go and sit in there.
Who's that?
The new assistant. God, he's a drongo. So how you been?
I could kill you, Max. Shane was here. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, he went back to a campsite now. He wanted to clear up a few things since you went and visited him.
Oh, yeah?
How the hell do you claim to tell him the truth and leave out the fact that you slept with that woman? I think it stinks,
Yeah, well,
my dear.
I didn't think it was that important.
You amaze me. If you hadn't slept with her, I wouldn't have left you in the first place.
Now, look, don't try to blame me for what you've done, and keep your voice down.
Well, Shane told me when you went up there in order to put the record straight. I thought that... what the hell? I mean, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, well, I didn't think he'd understand. I didn't want him to think badly of me.
Sure, it doesn't matter what he thinks of me. Well, for your information, he wasn't terribly happy that you lied to him.
Now, look, you're trying to turn him against me. You better watch it.
I'm not trying to do anything like that.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry. Let's drop it, okay? Any messages for me?
Yeah, plenty over there. This Mrs. Peterson rang. Her shower isn't running properly. Max, are you listening?
What? Look, I'm sorry. He's driving me up the wall.
Look at
Shift
this
your
one. It's
feet.
a pretty good...
Move your feet.
Max!
Get your feet off the table!
Oh, sorry.
He's just a boy, Max.
His mother, I feel sorry for. Should have drowned him at birth. Rocky! Rocky, come here!
Sure.
Hey. Is this what they're offering me?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's what they said. The company they used backed out.
Nice one.
What's this?
Hey,
Oh, building, eh?
now look, you don't need to know all the details. Just do what you're told. Gee, I reckon it'll take all day Friday, most of the night too.
No way. Not Friday night. I can't work.
What are you talking about?
Friday night and helping the lepers.
I didn't know there are any lepers in Australia.
The creeping lepers. They've got a gig and I'm doing sound.
Not Friday night, you're not. We're not blowing this job for some disco.
Disco? This is new wave.
I don't care if it's permanent wave, mate. You're either working for me or you're not.
But...
And no buts. I'm running a business here. Where you going?
You said I could take the van, remember? I got things to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. But make sure you get it back by 12. We've got Mrs. Williams hot water to do, remember?
Yeah.
Well, now we have to talk about Danny.
What about him?
It's his birthday Saturday. You haven't forgotten, have you?
No, I hadn't. Listen, I'll give him some money, okay?
No. Not okay.
What?
He wants to spend a nice night with the family and Robinsons. I don't know about Shane, but you're going to be here. And you're going to be nice to everybody. Max, I want you here.
All right.
Thanks.
Are you okay now?
Crying hasn't changed a thing, has it?
No. You're going to have to decide sooner or later.
I can't. I need more time, a few days, maybe a week or two.
Kim, you know you can't go on just waiting. The room has to be paid for, and what are you going to use for cash? Oh, come on. I'm cleaned out, Kim.
Oh, please, Scott, you've got to help me. Just a few dollars more.
I don't know.
You're my only friend, Scott. I've got no one else.
Well, I suppose I could sell something. What are you going to do when that money runs out?
I don't know.
Can't you see? You're going to have to make up your mind. I can't just go on looking after you. I can't.
If you dump me, I'll have no one. Might as well be dead.
Come on, don't cry. I won't let you down, I promise.
Ready to go then, boss?
What? Ain't you got something to say to me?
No, don't think so.
How about an apology a little there?
What for?
What for? Because we're going to be an hour late for a job, that's what for.
So what's the big deal? The old girl won't have had time to get anyone else.
What? Now look, there's such a thing as morals, boy. I mean, I give me word.
Yeah? Well, I didn't give my word. I don't have to put up with all this bull.
Yeah? Well, you do, will I pay your wages?
Yeah? Well, you can take your lousy wages and shove them where you keep your brains. I quit.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can't do that, see?
Watch me.
You can't quit because I'm firing you.
Rack off. Find someone else to be a chauffeur.
Bravo. That was very clever.
Fair go, Maria. He's more trouble than he's worth. I mean, I'm better off without him.
Are you? Well, you can't drive a car. You can't take all your equipment on a bus or taxi. You've got all this work lined up, and you've got nothing in a bank. You're going to have to do some fast thinking, darling.
You're a bit late, aren't you? We're on our way home.
Did they find me out?
Nah, you'll be right. You better act sick tomorrow, though. You've had food poisoning.
Thanks.
So what's been happening?
Not much.
Come on, Scott. You've been such a pain recently. What's the big mystery?
All right, it's Kim. She's in a lot of trouble at the moment. She's dumping it on me, and I can't handle it.
I thought it'd be that dumb girl. She's bad news, Scott. You still haven't got the hots for her, have you?
I knew you wouldn't understand.
Hang on. Here's Pete.
Turkey.
This is Eddie's brother, Pete.
Hi.
Did you fix it?
All set. You've got the hall Friday night. It's $25.
Great. I've got some money from my aunt. This is going to be some party.
What are you talking about?
My birthday party. We've hired a hall out for the night.
But he said Friday.
Well, that's right. Well, Mum's going to that course thing on Friday. That way she won't be able to come.
Clever.
Well, look, I'm doing her a favour. She wanted to have the party at our place. This way, she won't have to clean up the mess.
That's right. When Eddie had his party, they smashed 2 windows and burnt the carpet. He's still grounded.
Your mum will never go for it. Not unless there's olds there to supervise.
We got that covered.
Right.
How come you never talked to me about it?
I would have talked to you about it, except you were too busy with that dumb girl.
Cut it out, Danny.
Look, I'm having this party, Scott. And if you want to be a good mate, keep your mouth shut.
Thanks for nothing.
Oh, hi. How'd you go?
You're early?
Oh, yeah, the auditors were in. After staff had copped a late finish, I was lucky. So, how'd you go with the job hunting?
Oh, great. I've been called back for a couple of interviews and I think I'm in with a good chance.
Fantastic. Now, what did I tell you?
I know. But my feet, Des. Stripping's a piece of cake compared to this.
Yeah, but we're talking about your future, not your past.
True, but at least I never had any trouble paying my own way. Des, if I don't get a job soon...
Daphne, your credit's good with me. Anyway, I bet you $5 you'll have a definite job by the end of the week.
Well, I invited Robinsons. And, your father is coming too.
Huh? But, Mum, I sort of promised the guys. Well, if they all came over here, you'd have to clean up after them. I thought you'd be glad I took the hall.
Well, why Friday? You know it's the only day I can't be on.
You can't? How come?
I told you. The course at the Community Justice Centre.
Oh, forgot all about it. Well, look, Mum, how about I have 2 parties? One on Friday night with the gang and one on Saturday with the folks.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yes. But we still have to organise an adult to be over there.
Sure.
There we go. Everything's on. Just as well, I dare say the troops will be starving as usual.
That hairstyle really does something for you.
Thank you.
I'll set the table.
Stay right where you are.
Helen, what time's Lucy due home?
Well, Katie's mother said they'd drop her off at 6. Oh, hello, Scott.
Ah, the prodigal returns.
Right.
Where have you been? You're late.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise what the time was.
Well, get your watch, mate.
I guess I must have lost it.
Oh, just a minute. How much did you get for it?
What do you mean?
Oh, for God's sake, Scott, you must take me for a complete idiot. You've been borrowing money again from God knows how many people. You're obviously in some sort of trouble, and now you turn up without your watch. You sold it, didn't you?
What if I did? It's my watch.
Okay, so it's your watch. And how much longer do you think you can keep borrowing, selling things?
Yeah, well, I won't be doing it anymore.
Well, I hope not.
Because I'm quitting school and I'm getting a job. And you can save your breath, Dad, because my mind's made up.
You're not leaving school, and that's final. You want to tell me what this is all about? Scott, I don't want to bawl you out. I want to help you.
Okay, try this for size. You remember Kim?
Yeah?
Well, she's pregnant. It's not like that. It's got nothing to do with me. I never touched her. The guy who has, well, he's hopeless. She just needs somewhere to stay and get her head together. I thought if I paid for a room, she could sort things out.
Oh, Scott, why didn't you tell me?
I had to sell the watch, Dad. I didn't have any choice.
That's all right. We'll figure something out. It's sad, isn't it? Kim felt the only person in the world she could turn to was Scott.
Yes, those poor kids.
Now, that's just the point. They're not kids. They're not adults. They're just stuck in some kind of limbo.
Jim will have to tell Kim's parents.
Yeah, I know. Kim's only 15. She needs a family. And they are legally responsible. She's got some very difficult decisions to make, and her mother and father should be supporting her, not us.
Yes, of course, but where do we find them? We don't have their new address.
No. Bill Owens used to be a friend of Neil Taylor. He might know. Worth a try, anyway.
Right. I think I'll have a chat to Scott.
Come in. I suppose you're pretty angry with me, huh?
I never felt more proud in my life. You could have washed your hands of that girl, but you didn't. Kim's your friend, and you stood by her. Now, I call that responsibility, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, maybe. But I feel like I betrayed her. She didn't want to get anyone else involved.
Well, doing what one thinks is best for someone doesn't always mean doing what they want. We'll have to tell her parents, Scott, especially if this Brad character is what you say he is.
I know. But she's really going to think I sold her out.
Maybe she will. But ultimately, does it matter what she thinks of you? Isn't her well-being the most important thing? I'm sure she'll be grateful in the long run.
29. Thanks, operator. Well, Bill gave me the address and director gave me the number.
Good.
So here we go.
Maybe I should talk to her.
You've done enough, mate.
You've both done enough. This needs a woman's touch.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Taylor?
Yes?
This is Helen Daniels, Scott's grandmother.
Oh, yes, I know who you are, Mrs. Daniels.
I'm ringing about Kim.
Kim?
Yes, we have some news about her.
Look, there's nothing you can say to me about Kim that I want to hear. She's caused us all the trouble she's going to.
I don't want to know where she is.
But, Mrs. Taylor...
Don't you understand? As far as I'm concerned, Kim is dead. I have no daughter.